Ever so often, I like to make a video that reiterates why I do this. So, if you've watched my videos for quite a while, I'll go ahead and tell you, you may just want to go ahead and stop the video here and do something else, because I ain't about wasting your time. But my channel has grown a fair amount since the last time that I made a video like this, and figured time was right. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I would be doing this, I would have told you that you were crazy. This is a hobby that I never imagined I would have gotten into. I do this because I do it for you guys. I like talking to you, getting to know you, and honestly, I wish I could meet y'all in real life. I really do, because I don't think, the internet's a good thing, because it's a way to meet like-minded people, but an online persona is no substitute for real-life interaction. Anyway, on this channel I like to talk about history, a lot of different things. Ever so often I make fishing videos. Heck, I would be fishing today if it wasn't for the rain. We've had a lot of rain this week, but a couple of short trips that I've went on this year, they've been pretty good, and I'll post a video of them here soon. I also live in one of the most beautiful parts of America, here in southern Appalachia, and I think it'd be a damn shame not to share it. But I also do this because I love my race. Talk a lot about the Kalergi plan, the great replacement. But honestly, a lot of times I feel like this is futile, because all of you that are watching this, you done know what's up. Shaved a minute ago and I've got hair in my mouth. But I do this also. I do it for you guys, of course, but I do it for myself as well. As I said, this is a hobby that I enjoy greatly, and it's something that I never imagined I would have gotten into just a couple of years ago. I do it for myself. It's a sort of creative outlet, and I have found in my life, when I don't have a creative outlet of sorts, I unfortunately tend to be a destructive person sometimes. So this is a good thing, the way I see it. It gives me something to do that I enjoy doing. Here recently, a couple of days ago, I had a friend email me, and he asked how he could support my channel. Financially, I suppose. And I really appreciate you asking this. It was a very kind thing for you to do. I appreciate your sentiments. But to be honest, I don't do this for money. And I never will do this for money. Damn hair. Anyway, I don't do this for money, and I don't want money. I need money. I'm certainly not wealthy. I work, I drive a truck for a living. But I don't need money. I don't want money. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. So I suppose if you wanted to support the channel, don't worry about money. I don't want your money. I don't want anybody's money. I do okay. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is just by sharing what I make if you like it. I got ran off Twitter a couple weeks ago. I've got a Gab account. It's also called Southern Nordic. But if you like what I make, best thing you can do is share it. After all, YouTube, they hate me on here, you know. I mean, but I appreciate your sentiments, asking me if you could support me financially. I really appreciate that. That was a very kind thing. And I'm not saying this to throw off on any channels that do make money for doing this. By all means, if you are able to make money doing this, I see nothing wrong in the least. Because after all, I mean, there are a few channels that I will support. You know, I'm happy to do so. I'm able to do so, and I think it's a good thing, you know. I'd much rather help someone if I can. But for me, I'm not doing this for money. It's all about sending a message. To answer another question, in the last video that I posted, I was asked by Haunted by a Ghost, how in the hell do you still have a YouTube channel? And to answer this, I really don't know. I truly have no answer regarding that. I know I'm on the radar because several months ago I had a video taken down. They gave me a strike and I wasn't able to upload for a week. If you want to see that video, you can go to my BitChute channel. It's called Northmen of the South. The video was called The Fall of Us. It was literally up for 15 minutes. They took it down. Previously, before that, I had gotten a warning. And, you know, if you make YouTube videos, you know, once you get a warning, that's it. And then you got 3 strikes. But there's so many times I've heard of people not receiving strikes. They just wake up one day, log onto their account, and it's gone, you know. And I expect that will probably happen to me someday. I don't know when. I figured it would have happened by now. I don't know how. I don't know how, you know, that I've not gotten show it yet. I really don't. And I know that ever so often I'll get an email when I make a video that's a little too much for YouTube. I'll get an email from YouTube that says that someone had flagged my video and that they have put it to where you can't watch it unless you're 18 and older. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I really appreciate them doing this because I'll be honest, these videos that I make, they're not for children. I mean, I have a pretty foul fucking mouth. I cuss a lot whenever I get to ranting and raving about the current situation. So anybody that flags my videos, if you happen to be watching this, I appreciate you. So I don't want kids, you know, hearing me cuss like this. But I really don't know how I'm still here. I have no illusions. I'm sure the axe will come someday. But until then, I'm going to keep doing this till the end. I mentioned my BitChute channel earlier. Ever so often I'll make a video there that I think is a bit too much for YouTube, and I only post it there. My BitChute channel, I don't know if I mentioned it, it's called Northmen of the South. Here recently, a couple of weeks ago, I made a channel on Odyssey. It's also called Southern Nordic. So yeah, you know, if I get show it off here, that's where I'll be. But you know, oftentimes I get called a Nazi or a... Not really here on YouTube, you know, because y'all watching this, you don't know what's up. I get called a white supremacist. I don't see myself as a white supremacist because I don't consider us being supreme. I mean, to tell you the truth, we can blame whoever. We can blame a certain tribe. We can blame other races. But if you want to know the truth, at the end of the day, there's really no one else that we can blame but ourselves. And I don't think we're supreme because there's many of my own that I despise and that I hate, head and shoulders above any other group. These white leftists, I hate them. They may look like me, they may be my brothers and sisters, but they're not my brothers and sisters. And they never will be, unless they see the error of their ways. But even then, I can't help it, I will still be suspicious. I'm more of a, I guess some people would call me a white nationalist. Perhaps. You know, I certainly believe that Europe and the nations that our race has built, we have a right to remain the majority in. But honestly, I don't even consider myself so much of a white nationalist because I think that, you know, nation states, they're easily corrupted. They are. I'm more of a tribalist. I'm more of a white separatist. But of course, I've looked it up before. The ADL, they consider white separatism as a branch, as a form of white supremacy. I guess just wanting to be left the fuck alone, to them, is considered white supremacy, and in that case, what the fuck ever. I mean, after all, they're an organization that was founded in order to get a pedophile Jew off of his crimes. So I don't really hold much consideration to Jonathan Greenblatt and them's opinions, and I think it's silly to do so. They're just an organization, honestly, to make fun of and to see for what they are. Although they are a threat, they have endless financial backing, and they're given a ton of power here in Western nations, and that's as I've said before, there's no political solution. I'm not so much of a white nationalist because I don't think, under the current political paradigm, that there's any chance of such a thing happening. I mean, it's history goes to show us one thing, you know, back there in the 1940s, a certain European country tried to make their country only for their people, and, well, a world war ensued. So I'm more of a white separatist. I think we should try to separate ourselves from the shit show of modernity that we see today, and diversity and all that bullshit. But even that is a difficult undertaking. I'd love to be able to go completely free with a few people, a few families, set up our own tribe somewhere here in southern Appalachians, away from everything. Be as self-sufficient as possible. And even then, though, the way the modern system is set up, it's about impossible to be completely free of the system. It truly is. I mean, the way I see it, taxation, especially property taxes, they're nothing more than modern day theft. I mean, can we really say that we own anything? Land back home that my dad lives on, been passed down for 6 or 7 generations now. Can he truly say he owns that? Because, I mean, things got hard enough, lost his job and wasn't able to get no money. Within a year or two, the government's going to take his land. I mean, it's literally like we're fucking renting it, even though we own it. So taxation's a complete... I mean, it's just so hard. Honestly, it's really hard to know what to do, to tell you the truth. Sometimes I feel like I don't really have any answers. But I think we should work to try to separate ourselves to... I think we should work to... We shouldn't work to get more money, we should work to need less money. This is something that Varg commonly says, and it's a completely reasonable and wonderful idea. I mean, I'm certainly not free of the system. I mean, that's just the way it's designed. We're all dependent upon it. It's just some of us are dependent upon it much more than others. And I think the goal is to try to be as independent of it as possible. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I just figured I would make this video to reiterate why I do this. As I said, if you like what I make, best way to support my channel is to just share it to your social media if you are on such platforms. If you're not, don't worry about it. And hell, if you don't like what I make, fuck it, you know, don't share it. And I would like to say, don't share this particular video, because to be honest, this video sucks. It's a video that I've made a couple of times before, and I just figured it was time to reiterate it. And I'm sorry if any of y'all have been here for a while, and I told you earlier, stop the video. I'm not about wasting your time, but I still apologize. Anyways, I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.